I'm trying to instill in my boys to be leaders, to respect women who are leaders, to be an example, and to welcome those different conversations. Whether it's like PTA or city council, I've heard women say, I could never do that. Yeah, you can. Well, I could never be in that position. I'm just better over here. Yeah. No, you can. And so I want to give them the confidence to try.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Two Thumbs Up podcast. Dr. Todd here today. Again, we're sponsored by Concussion Pros. I got my friend here, Cyd LeMone. Actually, Cyd and I just met this morning. Yeah. So welcome to the Two Thumbs Up podcast.
Thank you. Here, we'll just do a
cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. And on the back side, we have, mine's upside down, but it is the Two Thumbs Up podcast.
Mine's the right way. There you go.
I know.
There you go.
I like the unique one, I guess. Is what I call it. But thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. This is fun.
Yeah.
This will be great. So you are friends with Anna. Anna's our marketing director, and she's out and about meeting and greeting, and you guys have been friends for a while.
Years, yes? A long time.
So tell us a little bit about you, and like, did you grow up here, or are you from?
No, I am homegrown Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove, yeah.
Viking, True Blue. Mm-hmm. Like, my kids went there, my husband went there. State champions are in our family. All the things. I'm the homegirl from Pleasant Grove.
I love that.
That's me.
And so, what are some of the things your family does in life that you guys love to do together, and those types of things?
We're like crazy with a bunch of stuff. So, I'm on city council here in Pleasant Grove. I've been on for 13 years, like crazy amount of time to continue serving in that capacity, but. So city council for me, and then we own a local business called Chiller. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. It's a cold plunge studio. We have cold plunge, red light, hyperbaric, the compression, saunas. Like, it's awesome. That's really my husband's thing. He and his friends started
What's
that.
His name?
Ryan. Yeah, and
Ryan
Ryan LeMone.
That's kind of pizzazz to it.
Yeah, it does, right? So he started that with his friend. They kind of started researching, got into it. We have a hot tub at home, and he put kind of like just a trough like next to it in the winter, and started breaking the ice and getting in, and he's like, okay, I'm actually feeling like pretty good. And started doing the research. It's like, I think we could help people, and so open that business.
He's my kind of guy. I got one in my house. I love it. It's I love it.
Literally so many benefits. So, and then I have 3 boys. Our oldest is married we have our first grandbaby that just came a couple months ago.
Wow.
So that's fun. And then another son who's married as well, PG girl. They both live here. And then our youngest son just graduated from high school, and he'll be attending University of Utah in the fall.
Wow.
So yeah.
Busy.
Busy.
So you're on city council, and what was one of the 13 years?
13 years, yeah.
Tell us some of the things, maybe the reasons why initially, and then, like, if you're open to it, just what have you learned from that experience?
So I started out my mom was always really involved in my schooling in the community as I was growing up. So I really learned a lot from her. And when my oldest son, who's now 25, was in kindergarten, I got involved in the PTA, and I started making some changes at the school with the help of other parents and the teachers. I thought, okay, this actually feels good to be able to make differences and positive change at the local elementary school. And I thought, if I can do it there, maybe I can do it at the next level. So I ran for city council. My kids were younger at that time, so I'm like pushing strollers. They're coming with me door to door. I mean, they were little at the time, and we all got involved. And so I won and kept running and winning, and it felt good to make that change. If you've seen Parks and Rec, the TV show, and Leslie Knope, that's literally my life. That's me. I wish she was real, because I would be driving to meet her and getting advice from her, but that's my life. So I really wanted better Parks and Rec for my kids. I grew up participating in softball, junior jazz, tennis, like all the things that the city offered. That was my childhood. So I wanted that for my kids, and I wanted it better for other families, and so that's really why I ran. And then that turned into wanting better change for a lot of things in the city.
So you have assisting the community, seeing things shift, doing different things, bringing in your own perspectives. And as you've done that, like what are some of the things you've learned about yourself? Like, what are some of those? You know what, this really resonates with me, or I loved meeting that person, or this person inspired me, and those types of things.
Okay, one of my favorite stories is there was a resident who was really mad that we were tearing down an old building, really upset. And for a while, like we kind of fought back and forth.
Like
and
a historic building.
A historic building, yeah. It had to come down, wasn't safe. So we kind of went back and forth. And finally, I reached out to her and just said, you are so passionate about this. Like, I would love to work with you. And I kind of just started the conversation. I swallowed my pride and reached out to her. And she has been involved, and we got her to be president of a historical commission. And we actually worked together. She has been on there for years. She's the person I go to now. She's only lived here like a few years in Pleasant Grove. She knows more history than I do. And it was
of the beautiful city of Pleasant Grove.
Of the beautiful city of Pleasant Grove. Yeah, because she's so passionate. So I channeled like that energy and passion that she has. And instead of finding a way to argue and just get my point across, it doesn't matter. I'm like, she has something there. So I worked with her, and she's now become one of the most pivotal people in Pleasant Grove that I could learn from and work with, and she's amazing. So that's been fun.
What would you say as you came to her for that? And she's pretty upset. You're having this thing. What broke the ice, would you say? What was it that you guys could see eye to eye or heart to heart?
Like those, they just like want to be heard and have someone listen to them.
Yeah.
And so I just listen. I'm like, how can I, what can I, and at first I apologized. I said, I just apologize for being defensive and not listening. So how can I better understand where you're coming from? And so once I opened up that conversation, she was more willing to talk, and she's honestly become like a really good friend and such a pivotal, like I said, person in the community. So
don't you love it when someone comes to a scenario with vulnerability?
Yeah.
And then if the other person's open, like, oh, now we get to communicate. There's communication.
Now you're rolling. Yeah. Now you can get some things done.
I love that you brought that vulnerability there. Again, Cyd is actually running for the city mayoral candidate for the city of Pleasant Grove, and vote for her.
Thank you.
It's that I love that. There's something super powerful in my experience of vulnerability for people that are in areas of service. Even physicians, once someone's vulnerable, the communication can actually begin.
Yeah.
However, if I go into a scenario and I think I know everything, no, I don't. Mm-hmm. And so I love that. And so this person, she's been very instrumental in the historical maintenance of, because we have a lot of historically beautiful things in Utah.
Yeah, we're 175 years old this year. Yeah. So we have so much history, and she's written manuals and books. Like, she's literally just dived into it. And I don't know if we would have gotten that out of her if we would have stayed closed off and not opened it up to her. So
what you're saying is, your vulnerability and your openness to communicate with her, she gave her purpose.
Yeah.
Potentially. Yeah. And maybe she'd say that, maybe she wouldn't, but that's what you're describing.
Yeah. Honestly, it wasn't just me. It was like her being open to the conversation as well. But it was, I would say, me having to swallow my pride and stop,
Thank you for that.
Being defensive. So, yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So here you are on city council, and what are some of the other things? So you're working with all these people.
Yeah.
So what have you learned about working with others? You have all people. It's interesting, right? You walk into this sort of board of directors, and everybody's got an opinion, right? So how have you found ways to kind of do that dance and actually come out the other side with results?
Yeah. No, it's definitely a challenge. Yeah. It's been rewarding and challenging being on a city council, but rewarding enough to where I want to keep going, because you see changes that are made, and it's like, okay, that actually felt really good. And now I can drive by a park that the Cook Family Park is a beautiful example, that we turned a piece of 40 acres of ground that was just dirt and ugly and eyesore, and it's this amazing park that adults and kids are using every day, hundreds, probably thousands of people every day. That's beautiful to me, and so why I want to keep doing this. But I think I've learned that there's people that, again, they just want to be, their voice just wants to be heard, and it's easy to not listen, because we're in it every day, we know what's going on, we may think that they don't know. It doesn't matter, they just want to be listened to and at least just be heard. Like, that's it. So and once I can open my mind to what their ideas are, they actually have some really good ideas. It's just getting that point again of not having that pride and defensiveness that, okay, well, you may not come to city council, that doesn't mean you don't have a voice, that doesn't mean you don't know. Like, we just need to listen. So but it took me a lot of years to figure that out.
Have you noticed something about listening too that's interesting is it's if I listen to something and it's bouncing off all my walls of what I think I know, it doesn't penetrate.
No.
But as you're describing this, if we talked about this vulnerability, this openness, as you listen from that, there's this mechanism between humans that it's like I always say, someone's words precede them. It's like, well, wait a minute here. What's their intention here? If it's guarded, then am I going to be more guarded, or am I going to be open to a possibility here? And so by being you're intuitively listening, and you say with your mind, but my experience of you is you actually listen with your heart. And because of you mentioned the vulnerability piece, people get that message.
Yeah.
And then it's like, there's immediate level of trust. And that's one of the things my experience of you is that you come into an environment and people, they trust you.
Well, I hope so, because I'm a politician, and right now they're getting a bad rap, like all over like they're just, people generally do not trust politicians, which I get that, because at the national level it trickles down to the local level, and so no, I 100%.
You know, it'd be fun.
What?
Let's come up with a different word. Like let's change the language of. I don't even, honestly, a few moments ago before we started the show, I couldn't remember what the word was. I don't ever use that word.
Yeah.
So like, let's change the word, because if I say a word, and I actually love these type of conversations, if I say a word, someone else has a preconceived idea or a definition of the word.
Yeah.
So I would say let's change the word of politician to I am in service. I am in service.
Yeah. Just
to the community.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, tell me about that. Well, you're a politician? Nope.
Yeah.
I'm in service to this community because I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different experience.
It totally changes the whole tone. Yeah.
It feels
really a lot better. It feels more positive.
Oh, yeah. It's like a breath of fresh air.
It is.
It's like spring in Pleasant Grove, Utah.
Yes, it is. So yeah, I do want to change I
love it.
That, because it turns people off a lot when you say politician, so I try and avoid that for that reason. But at the end of the day, we're all just trying our best. We're trying to make the community better. We really are trying to do some good things, and that, like that word is kind of, but so I like changing that narrative of what that means. So
because at the heart of it, everybody just wants to create beautiful things and,
absolutely,
and be of service, because you're edified, you're uplifted, the community's uplifted. So where do you see things moving for you? Like, obviously you're going to get elected to be mayor of Pleasant Grove. And what are some of the big picture items that you're seeing, that you're kind of inspired to create?
Yeah. Politically, I'm going back to but politically, to be in service. Thank you. I really don't have aspirations above mayor. I think once, for me, above that level, I start losing connection with people. It just becomes like such a large scale that for me, that's not what I have the desire to do, but I appreciate anyone who goes above and beyond, like at the state, national, federal level. But for me, I really want to, I love Pleasant Grove so much because it is my hometown, that I want to really stay connected and keep it personal. And I feel I can continue to do that with mayor. But a big driver for me, and, people say don't talk about this, but we've never had a female mayor.
Yeah.
And it's been 175 years.
Who says don't talk about that?
Well, it can turn some people off because...
Good. They're closed.
And which is unfortunate, because these are just the facts.
Yeah.
But it is important for me to get more women involved and to get younger people involved. So that's really important for me to talk about. Like, I want to talk about it.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah, please.
So what is it, would you say? Because, you have this masculine energy in the world and you have this feminine energy in this world, and which are both beautiful creative essences.
We need both.
They're absolutely in partnership in creation, right? So what would you say that you, as a powerful feminine energy, bring to, this Pleasant Grove, the Pleasant Grove mayorship, the Pleasant Grove city council, the visions you see for, and why is that feminine energy so valuable and important?
Well, I think we've had like I said, over 175 years, there's only been myself and another female to ever run for mayor. There's something we're doing in the culture here to make it so women don't even want to try.
Interesting.
Not even win, but just run. And for the first time in Pleasant Grove's history, it was several years ago, it was the women outnumbered the men on the council. There was 3 women and 2 men. And I'm not saying that's good or bad, it's just different. And that's something, anytime you can pave the way for someone else and make history, anytime you can be the first to do something and say, here's a path, I'm going to create that for someone else to be involved and give people the opportunity and the vision. I love that. I'm all for that. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. But I do think it's important for women to see, she did it, so can I, and give them that voice. We just have a different, again, it's not better, it's just different.
But it is unique.
It is unique.
So what would you say the uniqueness is that you bring as a woman to this position, and how does that energy, that who you are, change the dynamic?
I think I have a voice that's strong. That is, like you said, it's strong, it's confident, but it's also can be softened because
thank you. I knew that was coming. So there's a compassion. There's a and men have this too, but it's absolutely. a different if it comes from their heart, it's beautiful. But it comes from their ego, it's very repelling. So as that softness, that compassion, that listening, you bring that to the space. What do you see happening from there?
Well, it's just, again, over the years, whether it's like PTA or city council, I've heard women say, I could never do that. Yeah, you can. Well, I could never be in that position. I'm just better over here. No, you can. And so I want to give them the confidence to try.
Because you have the confidence.
Yeah, but it's taken me a lot of years to get there. This doesn't happen overnight. This took me a long time on city council and just living life through experiences to be able to say, I'm a confident woman. And I can lead. I have the ability to do that. And I want to. And I want women to feel that too. It doesn't matter if it's city council. It can be anything.
So your intention is to inspire. By showing up as your authentic self. Open, grounded, a communicator with vision, and inspire others to take on their own lives. Yeah,
absolutely. And I want to make what looks like the political side, I want to make it look fun. I want people to be engaged instead of a boring, stuffy politician. I want it so people want to come down to city council. They want to know what's going on in their community. They want to be involved. When they're involved, that's what I want. I want 100 people at city council. I would love that. So I want to make it fun and
to be able to come to a city council meeting, and I've done them, and HOA meetings. Been to those. In a place where the person leading the meeting is open, but also honest and direct.
Needs to control the meeting,
And so that's without any preconceived notion of, and just letting down all the walls. And listening is I feel like is a road that there's possibilities there that you're bringing to the mayoral office. So, and you're doing all of those things. So how does this, all the things you've learned, how has it changed you? How has it shifted your life? How if you're open to talking about how you've shifted with your children and how that's assisted you, because you talked about something, you didn't say this word, but the courage to do these things, to step out of your comfort zone and do things different. And how has that changed you as a mom, as a business owner, as a mayoral candidate? What would you say, and how's that affected your children?
Well, to be honest, it's dang scary to run in front of thousands of people. We have 46,000 people here in Pleasant Grove. And it's scary to put yourself out there. You're opening it up and people are going to judge you. People are going, it's just what it is.
Good.
You can't get away from that. And again, it's taken me a long time to figure out, I get to the point where they're either going to like me or they're not. I want to try and win their vote, and I want to try and, be someone that they feel confident as a leader, but I'm just going to do my best and have the conversation with them. And if they like me at the end of the day, great. And if they don't, that's okay too. So I had to come to realize that. But hopefully I've instilled that in my kids. My youngest son was on student council. He just served 2 years there in high school, had the best experience. I'm trying to instill in my boys to be leaders, to respect women who are leaders, to be an example, and to welcome those different conversations. We have a lot of political talks and, about what's going on nationally and even at the local level. So just having conversations and having them be involved, wanting to serve their community. Yeah. I want to be an example of that to them, and hopefully they've seen that. So, yeah.
I mean, the future is bright.
Yeah.
And, there's things happening in our world, and especially our country, where, it's time to move forward.
Yeah.
And to me, creating a communicative, of the ability to communicate with others starts with me. Mm-hmm. And doing things in a way that, in my own life, that really are foundationally, of service to myself. Mm-hmm. And then as I am clear, I can be clear with what I'm doing with. And so I love that you're having those conversations with your young people, because it's like our young people are struggling.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, having that vision that you have, and having that groundedness mm-hmm. to do all the things you're doing, it does take courage. Mm-hmm. And so what would you have 3 sons?
3 sons, uh-huh.
And, are they involved in student council, as well as, what else are they doing?
So my middle son is a real estate agent. I am too. And mm-hmm. so he got his license, and so that's been fun. We can do some things together. And then my oldest son works, he's in marketing. And so he's having a great time with that, and then mm-hmm. raising his own son. Yeah. And so they're just kind of doing these different things, but they've come to love Pleasant Grove like I have, and that's my goal. I want everyone to love it as much as I do. Mm-hmm. We live in one of the most beautiful cities at the base of the mountains. This view, it's what we have here is very unique, and not every city has it. So, and then just our sense of community and pride, I want them to have that. I want them to want to live in Pleasant Grove for the rest of their life. It's mm-hmm. such a beautiful community. So they've gotten involved. They've been leaders on their sports teams. They have been, they want to go to all the activities and events. And that's what I want, to be engaged in your own community.
Is Strawberry Days coming up soon?
It is. It starts Saturday. Actually, technically Friday. Friday. Yeah. But.
So you mentioned something about, so my cousin was here last week. He'd never been to Utah. I grew up in Oregon, and he was here, and he could not get over our mountains.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just keep staring at your mountains. And I said, well, tell me about that. He's like, it's just unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And so, having that, have you noticed though that like people that come, one of the reasons I came to Utah when I first came here was because I'd never seen mountains so close. I grew up in Oregon, right? But have you noticed too that as you live here a while, you kind of stop seeing them a little bit. And so, it's interesting that how we kind of become accustomed to things. So I really appreciated last week, and the fact that you just brought that up, that mm-hmm. my cousin's like, look at those.
Yeah.
And we do live in a beautiful community and with beautiful people, and we're growing.
Yeah.
And there's lots of things happening. And, I feel like, having people like you that are willing to step up, ladies, females, mm-hmm. to do that. And I feel like there's this emergence of, I'm going to speak how I speak.
Yeah. I
call it the divine feminine.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something emerging about that. And for women to come from a space of, because I grew up during my early days were the women's lib movement. Mm-hmm. And that was, it was a start.
Yeah.
But it was all ego driven. A lot of it was ego driven.
Little intense. Yeah.
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 But to have people come and speak from their heart, ladies, and when that, again, I'll speak how I speak, the divine feminine emerges, I feel like that message is of kindness, is of compassion, is of direct communication and honesty. And I feel like as that's seen by young women or other women, they learn to do the same thing, because you're literally in that moment you're choosing a different language.
Yeah.
We communicate differently, and that's why when we talked about the word politician, I'm like, let's not use that anymore, because the word doesn't serve.
It doesn't.
I always search for words that actually, I spent time in Taiwan, and so Chinese is a very tonal language, and it's spoken in tone, so it's very rhythmic and harmonic, and you look at ancient Aboriginal people, they sang to one another. And so as we speak a different language from our hearts, there's a different frequency, tone, vibration, and the message is received in a different way.
I love that.
And that's where to me, the emergence of the feminine, powerful, honest, loving, compassionate, doesn't take any shit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But also is like, we're just going to do this thing.
Yeah.
And then when men see that,
it shifts their mind too.
Okay. Yeah.
They get on board.
Let's do this dance.
Yeah. They welcome it.
They welcome it, and it assists not in the community, all in the community. It assists in our interpersonal relationships. It assists in our business.
Everything, every aspect.
And so it's that's how I talk and do things, and sometimes I'm like, oh, is this? It's just that's what I see, and I love that. You and I can have this conversation, and you're saying in your way, in your perfect way, you're saying things like, yeah, I get that. And so,
well, and I appreciate you having that perspective, because that means a lot to me as a woman, that, you would see it that way. Yeah. And so here's the deal. I am not a feminist. I do not think you should get it just because you're a woman. I don't. I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I don't. I think you need to qualify yourself. You need to earn it. You need to work hard just like anyone else. But once you have done those things, you have every right to run if it's for a position, to apply to whatever it is that you're going for. If you have done the work, then go for it. And so qualify yourself, and then you have every right.
So it's a different come from.
Yeah.
It's foundationally different.
It's different.
It's, no, I have the courage to do this. And the courage doesn't come from me just being this.
No, 100%.
The courage comes from
work. Yeah. Qualify, work hard, earn it. Once you've done those things, why are we holding back?
So the courage comes from you.
Yeah.
So it's your courage.
Yeah, and I don't want to be given anything because man or woman, I don't want to be given. Yeah.
And whoever's listening to this, I pray that you actually got the difference there.
Yeah.
Because it's actually the complete opposite of what the ego does.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, no, I am a beautiful, powerful, divine, feminine woman.
Yeah.
And I know I am.
Yeah.
I'm doing a man thing right now.
Yeah.
But I'm also that. And so as I recognize that in you, I recognize it in me.
Yeah.
See?
And that's what we need, is that conversation to be
open.
It's
like, no, I get it. It's like this, and then quantum mechanics actually works in the infinite form.
And it's hard for me to hear when women say, I could never do that. Well, why? Why do you think you can never do it? It doesn't matter, like politics, whatever, but why do you think you can't? Yeah. And then women supporting other women, I love that. I love that. And again, but don't support them just because they're women. Support them because you really feel that they are qualified to do that job. And once they are, support them like you have never supported anyone before. Because statistically, especially in politics, it is a man's world. Let's be honest. That's statistically what it is. The men outnumber the women in most positions in politics.
And when you see a woman get into politics, what's been your experience with them?
I mean, for the most part, they're supportive. But it's discouraging when they don't, when I'm qualified and when I've earned it, to see them supporting, someone who isn't a woman. Why not? Why not support someone who's worked really hard and would bring a different perspective to that position? Now, there could be other reasons why they don't, support. I don't know. But women, there's nothing stronger for me when women support each other, no matter what it is, in any aspect of life. We need that.
Does that exclude men?
No, I like when I have, a man that reaches out and says, "Hey, what can I do?" That's awesome. I love that.
So there's what you're saying, there's no camps to stand in.
No.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And so as you do that, can you see some of the things, the way we can communicate differently in politics? Don't like the word. Where it's like, oh, great idea. What can we create together?
Yeah. To make it better.
No matter what gender we are. Right.
Yeah.
And so, it's an interesting thing, because I think feel like at the heart of it, people jump into this to serve. And it becomes this other thing. So I would love to see it always stay grounded, and always be open to possibilities where communication can be free flowing, and there's not this duality happening.
No.
Where it's no. There's something that I love called the wu-wei. And the wu-wei, if you look at the yin and yang symbol, there's a line in there. And that's the creative essence line. And in that line, communication happens. But if we all stand at our polarities...
It's never going to happen. Yeah.
So that essence line, that space where I get you, I see you, I know you, I trust you. And as we can do that little dance, the dance of the wu-wei, we will shift. But if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll get what we got. And so I love that your come from is unique, and that will, to me, resonates, and I know that will resonate to other people's hearts as you step into this mayoralship, right?
Yeah.
I just, my intention is to communicate uniquely, and as that happens, I love to have conversations with others people where they're like, no, I actually communicate uniquely. Because you communicate uniquely, your message is heard. Yeah. And like, oh, yeah, we'll see what we do with this.
Yeah.
It's a healing energy. It breaks down walls.
Absolutely.
You know, there's this great old story about the walls of Jericho. You remember the story? And the reason the walls of Jericho came down is because of music.
Yeah.
Because someone said, let's play some trumpets. Right? And to me, it's metaphorical. It's like, well, if you walk into an environment, and politics is a lot of environments where lots of walls up, and if you walk, to me, a person like you walks in and says, you know what? I'm going to just play my music. Yeah. I'm going to speak my truth. I just feel like that's a beautiful place to come from.
Well, and you've been so just open to your energy, your openness to hearing, you know, what I'm about is I appreciate that, because it doesn't happen a lot. Yeah. So,
because I get you. Like I it's like there's this finally, like that feminine energy you described that's open and honest and grounded and doesn't have an ego associated with it. It's that's the to me that's the truth. Yeah. Of what feminine is. And it's super embracing and super like, yeah. But as we all put on egos, we get this polarity thing.
Well, that's what I want it to be. I don't want it to come across again that it's this big feminist, because that's not
it's
me.
Different.
Okay, I hope
different.
so.
No, that's why I'm kind of talking about this. Okay. It's important that people feel the difference.
Yeah, but I wanted to bring it up because it is important to me to have women feel they can even have the opportunity to run for a position like this, because it's discouraging when people say, don't talk about it. You can't bring it up. But why are we not having a conversation that's something in 175 years has never happened? Yeah. Like, that's a big deal. That's important to me. Like, let's do it.
Let's shift.
Like, have an open mind and open heart that we could have a different type of leader in Pleasant Grove and be good with that and support it. And so that's what really, it is important to me. And I don't want to hide it, because those are just the facts. And, you know, to be honest, and I have been treated differently as a woman on the council. There was one time we did a debate, and someone came up and said, you need to smile more.
Oh, heavens.
And I'm like, something tells me you didn't tell the men that, you know? Yeah. I'm like, it's hard for me to be funny and laughing like smile during a serious conversation about like millions of dollars of budget. Or something. But so there have been moments throughout my time where I have been treated differently. But that's actually fueled me to be like, you know what, let's do this. Let's show them that, you know, it doesn't matter, man or woman in this position. Like, that's not going to bother me. I'm going to move on. I'm going to remember that, but I'm also going to use it to, like, hopefully in a new energy and not be upset by it. Just move forward.
You're describing something to me that I hear you saying, that you're open to standing in the gap.
Yeah.
It's like I see these two axons, right? Okay. You're an axon and I'm an axon, and in the space between us, there's a synapse. You know, the whole, and you can say the same thing about the wu-wei. It's like there's space between us, feminine, masculine. Well, what are we going to fill this space with? If I'm a synapse and you're a synapse, or excuse me, an axon, what are we going to fill the space with?
It's got to be filled with something.
Openness, kindness, ideas, ways of seeing things. And as we do that, we fire. Nerves that wire together, fire together. Humans that communicate together, communicate together.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, let's do that. Because it's evident. There's space between us. And it's to me, the metaphorical reason for that is, okay, Todd, what are you going to fill this space with?
Yeah, it's got to be filled with something.
More polarity, more I'm right, you're wrong, more bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I want to fill this space with ideas and possibilities.
Working together,
And I hear you, I see you, I get you, thank you. And let's create something different.
Yeah.
And I love it. And so to me, that I'm grateful, honestly, for that
thank you.
What you see and your commitment to the families, everybody, the kids, everybody in the city of Pleasant Grove. And because of that, it ripples over into the state level and into the national level and into our beautiful friends in Los Angeles and our beautiful friends wherever across the world. It's not just, what I do know is this, what you create in Pleasant Grove has a ripple effect across the globe and into beyond. So
it really does.
That is, to me, is the way it works.
Yeah.
And so I'm super grateful for that.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd love to share? Like you have your local business and that's going well and exciting, and you're involved in the health and wellness space. You lots of fitness, taking care of yourself.
I'm a big pickleballer.
Pickleball,
pickleball, I'm obsessed. So
I used to play.
Did you? Okay.
A lot.
You got to get back into it.
It became too ego.
Did it really?
Yeah, I'm like, this used to be just fun, and I'm like,
it turns into super competitive.
It's a different thing, and so I literally pick and choose.
Okay, good. You found the balance.
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a step back and. Because you're right. It's like, well, we used to just hit this little yellow ball around and have some laughs, and I stepped in the kitchen. Stepped in the kitchen. Yeah. But now it's like, you stepped in the kitchen.
Yeah. I get it.
And so I'm like, it's time to. But I love pickleball. I love that you do that, and bringing that groundedness, powerful feminine competitiveness to it.
100%. That was one of the things I was most proud of in Pleasant Grove when we built the pickleball courts. We didn't have any. A few years ago, we built and they're some of the best in the state, I'll be honest. They are packed morning, noon, and night. And we had high school kids. They were up at the high school when the school was in. They'd come down their lunch break and play. Okay, I love that. They could be doing a lot of other stuff, but they're down there.
I love it.
They're hitting the ball around. Or there's a bunch of college kids out there, like every night. They could be doing so many other things, and they're down there playing pickleball. I love that. I love to see families and just all ages out there enjoying and being outside and getting off screens. And
I agree.
Yeah, I love that.
And then also go hike our beautiful mountains.
Oh, go hike. Yeah. I mean, hike up to the G. It's beautiful.
There's a hike up there. Is it Battle Creek?
Battle Creek to Grove Creek.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So. We really don't know. People come from all over the world. Like you said, your friend that came, and these mountains rival, some of the famous ones in the world. Yeah. So,
flag.
Oh, the flag. Oh, that's where I grew up, is right below where the flag is hung every year. And my dad's a Vietnam veteran, so for me, the flag has a lot of meaning.
Your dad, yeah.
And that's one of my favorite events of the year.
Yeah. Well, my friend, thank you for coming on the Two Thumbs Up podcast.
Appreciate you.
We tend to have unique conversations, so I do appreciate your openness to that. And Cyd LeMone running for Pleasant Grove mayor. Vote for her. She's authentic and kind and amazing, and she's got great ideas. And again, we're grateful for the Concussion Pros. What we do here, Cyd. What's the name of your husband's? Chiller.
Yeah.
Check out Chiller. Yeah. You have websites and different things?
Yeah, just chillerutah.com. Come in and
And how about your mayoral candidates? Do you have your website and things set up?
Just go to Cyd for Mayor on Instagram.
Cyd for Mayor on Instagram.
We're rolling out strategically a website in a little bit. We have 6 months till the election. I don't want to burn people out so far. So strategically, I'm kind of waiting on that. But go for Cyd for Mayor on Instagram, and I give out my cell number, call me, text. I want to talk to people about it. So, But I just appreciate you and being open to having a conversation like this.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, and so we'll put that all on the Two Thumbs Up stuff. And But
okay, and
yeah.
let's do this again.
Cheers.
We're gonna cheers.
Thank you very
cheers
much.
To you, Todd.
Cheers
awesome.
to you.
Yeah,
Grateful. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on.
That was so fun. Thank
you.
you.
We love you all. Thanks for coming on the Two Thumbs Up podcast. If you have someone we could do a free fall conversation with sometime, we would love to. Have a great day. We love you. Be safe. Thank you.